As a real estate agent here in the Greater Metropolitan Indianapolis area, I try to educate you about what it's like to live here in the Metropolitan Indianapolis area. So I want to keep it real with you, like I've always said. If you're wanting to find out more information about how to buy a house, what things to look for, and things like that, if you're buying or selling, I have those videos. Today, this video is not about that. Today, this video is about downtown Indianapolis on July 4th, 2025. Now, it started out as a great day. We went downtown to Victory Field as a family to watch the ball game of the Indianapolis Indians. And then after that, we stayed to watch the fireworks. Now, granted, the fireworks started about 10 o'clock, I believe it was, and as soon as that was over, everybody started exiting and they wanted to go downtown and watch the fireworks there. Those fireworks probably started about 10:15. I said, no, we're going to leave and get out of there. And here's the reason why. Last night, between Meridian Street and Illinois Street, all the way up to Michigan Street, or I'm sorry, up to Market Street, there were multiple shootings. So I guess a bunch of, and I'm going to tell it to you straight, bunch of punks and a bunch of thugs decided to come down. What they were doing, they were wearing black masks, they got their hoodies on, they were wearing backpacks wearing on the front of them. Those right there are the usual suspects, and you need to pay attention if you start seeing those thugs, punks in the area, then you need to leave. So what happened last night, actually it's about 1:30 in the morning, down along that area from Meridian Street to Illinois Street up to Market Street, there were 7 people shot. 2 people died. One of those, I believe, the way I understand it, according to reports, was a teen. A teen. What is a teen doing downtown Indianapolis after Indianapolis curfew? This curfew was established last year because of this trouble that was going on downtown, but nobody is enforcing it. So I'm going to keep it real. If you're thinking about moving to the Greater Metropolitan Indianapolis area, you might want to stay away from downtown Indianapolis. Matter of fact, Marion County. Well, let's take a step back. There's Meridian Hills, Kessler Meridian. Those places are great. Now, outside of Marion County, you want to go out to the burbs, out there at Plainfield, Brownsburg, Avon, Danville. Let's go up to Zionsville. Let's go up to Carmel, Westfield, Fishers. Those places are great if you want to live there out in the burbs, because especially up in Hamilton County, if you want to live up in there, they don't play up there. So if those punks and thugs want to come up into that area wearing their face masks, wearing their hoodies, wearing their backpacks on the front so that way they can reach in and grab a firearm, Hamilton County's not going to put up with it. They're not going to put up with it. So my question is this: Joe Hogsett, Mayor of Indianapolis, and the IMPD police chief, and the Marion County prosecutor, why aren't you guys doing anything about this? You know who the usual suspects are. You know when this is going to pop off. Even though you have a great police presence, you need to take some action if people are down there dressed a certain way. If they're the usual suspects and you know how to identify them, get them off the streets before something happens and innocent people, families that are down there to watch the fireworks, get caught up in a situation that could have been avoided because of the action or lack of action that's being taken by IMPD, the mayor, Joe Hogsett, and his town council. Y'all need to step up. So I'm keeping it real, guys. I'm keeping it real. You're going to find me, as far as being a real estate agent here in the Greater Metropolitan Indianapolis area, I'm going to tell you about the different areas. But if you want to live downtown Indianapolis, you just need to be aware. There's some great pocket areas of downtown Indianapolis. Matter of fact, Mass Ave, that northeast quadrant of Indianapolis, is a great area to live. Matter of fact, I would think about possibly living there because those punks, those perps, those thugs, they don't come up into that area. They go downtown around Monument Circle They hang out there, they start gathering, they start agitating, and they're trying to create situations so that way they can do whatever they do. All right, guys. So if you're thinking about moving to this greater metropolitan Indianapolis area, just be aware of that. And if you want a real estate agent who's going to keep it real, I'm not going to steer you to a way. I'm just going to give you information. It's basically up to you whether you make that decision on where you want to live. I'm here to support you and here to take care of you. If you want to buy, sell, invest, or even build, you'll see my information around here somewhere down in my FYPs. Go ahead and click on that link and it'll take you over to all my information if you want to contact me. Feel free to do so. I'm here to help you out.